Welcome to our focus group for the Pebble. The Pebble is a pair of stimulating, stress relieving stones that have the capability of bilateral vibration stimulation that is associated with calming the nervous system. It's a therapeutic intervention that we have integrated into two stones meant to be held in your hands, and they vibrate back and forth. They create a cooling sensation. They're smooth and comforting in your hand, and they're also weighted. That also helps the therapeutic um, achievement there. So today we're meeting because we have made a prototype, and this prototype is a non-functioning prototype, so you don't get to utilize all of the features and the technology. It's just to get a feel for the size and the texture of the product. So we'll begin, and I will hand you our prototype. So our prototype is here, and here you are. Hold that in your hand, and on this side you have the aromatherapy spout. And I'm going to ask you a few questions about your initial impressions. So what's your immediate reaction when you first hold this?
It's cold and smooth.
What words would you use to describe it other than cold and smooth?
It's pewter and it's comfortable. It feels good in my hands.
Okay. Does does it feel like something you would actually carry or use in public?
Yes,
What kind of person do you think this product is for?
for everyone, because everyone feels stress.
Okay. So how do you feel about the size?
Fine. It fits well in your hands comfortably.
Okay. Does it feel discreet enough to hold around other people and use
Yes,
the
definitely.
therapy?
Definitely. They can see it, but they might ask what it is. So,
And is it discreet enough for you?
yes,
How do you feel about the smoothness, the shape, and the edges? Are the edges smooth enough?
they're very smooth. The shape I like, and yeah, it's very comfortable.
Does it feel more like a wellness device, a stressful tool, or something decorative?
I would say a wellness device. Definitely.
What do you think of the material and the surface finish?
Fine. It's nice. It's comfort. It's very pleasing.
If showing, um, sorry, I'm gonna show you a different color now as well and finish. So you tell me which version do you like better from this one in your hand where
Hmm.
it's silvery, or we'll show, okay, you can put that down, and that's also what we're sharing on this screen. So we'll stop sharing and we'll show everyone the other version. So she has this one in her hand, and put that down, and then we will show, this is the other version that you could also have that's gold and has additional texture to it.
I might like the gold with the additional texture because that might
Okay.
feel good.
This,
I
we
do
don't
like the,
have this at our location now, but
mm,
you can see this picture here in comparison with the one that you have has different texture and color. So you prefer that one?
I do.
Okay. Does it feel more premium, or I'm sorry, I think I skipped ahead. Yeah. Okay. So does the metallic finish make it feel modern or too cold?
No, it's fine. Yeah. It's very modern.
Good. Okay. Does the gold texture option feel more premium and stylish, or is it too noticeable?
And think it's stylish. I think it's personal preference.
Okay. Are there any parts that still feel too obvious or attention grabbing?
No.
Okay. So it's designed to be a handheld grounding tool and it includes bilateral stimulation. It includes a cool touch shell made out of actual metallic material and optional aromatherapy. So how does the cooling feel when you hold it?
It's very nice. It feels good to your hand.
Does it add to a calming experience?
Yes. Yes.
And how do you feel about the concept of vibration now that you're holding this in your hand? If you can imagine that that's vibrating between two of these devices in your hand.
The vibration's nice. It would take my mind definitely off of anything that's causing stress with the
Okay.
coldness.
Do you think using two devices feels helpful or would one be enough?
One would be enough, I think.
How do you feel about the scent option being optional rather than built-in automatic every time you press the button?
Optional.
You like that better?
Optional. Some people can't take aromatherapy. They can't take the smell. They get headaches.
Okay. Would you use the aromatherapy feature in public?
Nope.
Would you use it in private?
Nope.
You wouldn't use it at all.
Nope.
Okay. Is there any feature here that feels unnecessary?
No. Feels good.
Okay, so the battery is going to last around 100 sessions. And the sessions vary from 30, 60 to 90 minutes. So does that feel reliable enough?
Yes.
Would battery life affect whether you trust the purchase or the product?
Oh, no. Would
If
it
the
affect?
battery died, is
Well,
100 sessions, does that
100
sound
sufficient.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so based on our earlier feedback from the previous focus group, we made some refinements when we made this prototype, and I'd like to ask whether this version feels improved from the feedback that we received from you all before. So we decreased the size. Does that feel now discreet and small enough to fit in your hand and perhaps any size hand?
Yes.
And carrying it every day, would it be inconvenient in your purse pocket?
No.
Okay. Um, does the design now feel smooth and natural enough to match the name The Pebble?
Oh, that, yes.
Does the appearance feel modern and high quality?
Yes.
So the optional scent, is that better than having the scent built into every use?
Yes.
And so we added an additional color because that was a suggestion that we got back from a quiz that we sent out to the public. So does that finish and color make the product more appealing, having two choices?
Yes.
Does this version feel closer to something you would realistically buy or use?
Yes.
Okay, great. So if you use this product with no instructions, looking at the buttons on the side there, would you know how to use it?
Yes.
Would you expect or want an app with this?
No, I don't think an app's necessary.
Would you rather buy it as it comes as a pair, a single unit, or would you rather have both
Both
options?
options.
And again, at what price would this feel like a great value, acceptable, or too expensive?
Let's see, a price would probably $50 to $60 would be acceptable.
Okay. So what do you think the strongest thing about this prototype is?
I like the size. I like the smoothness. I like the color options. And whether you can get the scent optional.
What still needs improved, or what needs most improved?
I think it's perfect. I don't think there should be any improvement. And it's a great name.
Okay. What would make this feel like a must-have instead of just nice to have?
if it actually works.
Okay. So if it's evident that it relieves stress.
Right.
So would you consider buying it or using it, not knowing if it actually works?
Definitely.
Okay, great. That's all the questions that I have for you regarding our new prototype here. And thank you for your participation. We'll review all of your answers and provide you with a summary of your participation today.